we briefed the Cabinet on the different aspects of the events that took place in the last 5 days, and discussed also about the police operation that took place on 13th early morning. Details were given to the Cabinet ministers and the other officials who were there, and based on all those aspects and also based on suggestions that were given by the Cabinet ministers, the Cabinet has decided to constitute a judicial inquiry under the Commission of Inquiry Act to look into the events that took place on 13th early morning. Apart from this judicial inquiry, the Cabinet has also agreed and decided to set up a peace committee which will be chaired by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Preston Tynsong, and Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Shri Hamletson Dolling and Shri Renington Tonkar will be members of this committee, and this committee will co-opt other members from civil society, including religious organizations, the local headmen, the Sinjuk Kirangbash Nong, and all other civil society and members that the committee, headed by Deputy Chief Minister, feels appropriate that should be included in this peace committee. At the same time, keeping in mind the overall situation that's still prevailing in Shillong City, it was also decided that the curfew will continue for the next 24 hours also, which means the curfew has been extended to Wednesday morning 5 a.m. and so will the internet services in terms of the mobile internet data services will also be closed for the next extension again for another 24 hours. Apart from that, of course, there were other areas of discussion relating to law and order that took place, and valuable suggestions came in from the Cabinet ministers, and accordingly we have decided that there will be a subcommittee for security and law and order, which will be headed by Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister, and Home Minister will also be part of that committee. This committee will also further look into the different aspects of law and order, the future threats that there may be, at the same time look at overall strengthening and overall functioning of the police department as a whole. The Honorable Home Minister, after discussion with his party colleagues, has submitted, and the discussion that they had submitted the letter to me, not resignation, but asking himself to be relieved from the home portfolio. But as I said, as a Chief Minister and as a government, I have to look at all the aspects of the state's security and overall situation. So therefore, keeping all those aspects in mind, I am examining the letter that has been given and will take a decision at the appropriate time. As we said, that number one, that overall the situation that unfolded in front of us was done and by the police department and the DGP and all the others who were involved in the decision making. And yes, at all levels, we have been very clear with the police department that the number one priority and number one responsibility that is there for the police and the Home Department is to ensure that the citizens of this city and the citizens of our state are safe. And based on that, we have asked them to accordingly move and ensure that that priority is kept in mind. But at the same time, as I said, the different operations and different movements do take place. And in the whole process, as I said, the intention was very clear in the time also, was to arrest the concerned person. So in these kind of instances, it's not always that the operations sometimes go according to what the plan is. And in this kind of situation also, the same thing happened. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of operations do happen, and there could be or there could not be a situation where the information was given or not given. So let the committee look into this, and that's the reason why, after looking at all these facts, we've decided the judicial inquiry should be done. Let the judicial inquiry come out with this report. Yes, that particular incident that took place is completely unacceptable by the government. And the officials and the police who were involved in where they deserted at that moment their weapon already are under suspension, and we are putting up an inquiry against those individuals. For the police, the arms and the weapons they carry are as good as a part of their body. They should never, ever let go of their weapon. So what happened yesterday was unacceptable, whether it's from the police personnel who were present out there, or whether it was from the individuals who had taken them. So therefore, we are very firm on this, and we will take firm action on this. And all those people who are involved and who may have this are asked to immediately give back those weapons. I don't have the exact number with me right now, or I will tell you what the number is, but I will stand corrected in case the number is not what I have. But there were 4 of them. Out of the 4, 1 went away with his weapon and 3 did not. So out of these 3 and 1, exactly the number that are there, 3 for sure, but the 4th one may not be because he went away with his weapon. But still, an inquiry will be done to ensure that everything is clarified, but there were total 4 of them. So my appeal to all the citizens of the state, and especially people who are getting involved in these kind of activities, that this is not the way forward. I appeal to everybody that they must be peaceful. We must try to resolve these issues in a proper manner, and violence is not the way forward. So therefore, we condemn it. And obviously, we will be finding the people who are responsible for this also. But at the same time, I appeal to everybody that at this point in time, we need to maintain peace in the city and the state.